thing. I wish the movie was up on the screen, but I don't want to hook up the Roku. So blame me for that.
Hello, Internet.
Hello, interwebs.
Where are we? This is not what you're used to seeing. I'm Dr. Paul.
No, God!
I'm Diet Dr. Paul.
No!
And we are in Knoxville, Tennessee, the last stop before Louisville, Kentucky. What are we?
The last stop before Louisville, Kentucky. We just left Louisville,
I
Kentucky.
know that. We were in Wonderfest, and while we were there, we watched a movie.
You can't be serious, man. You cannot be serious!
Something we never do, huh?
We did watch a movie while we were there.
And what did we watch?
We watched a movie called
Last Stop to Yuma.
Last Stop in Yuma County. Look it up on your phone.
Eventually.
We saw Last Stop in Yuma County.
We went to Wonderfest, which is a modeling convention, watched one of our episodes that are up in this. It's an amazing thing if you're into movies, sci-fi, comic books, horror kind of thing. Anyway, while we're there sitting around one night, we decided to watch a movie.
While we was around the campfire, see.
I am so glad that you suggested we watch
Let
this.
me hear it for the one time. Every time I take him to see a crappy Marvel movie and he says, God, we never see anything good. Oh, you're welcome.
Oh, it was. I had never heard of this.
Yeah, it's a new, you said his name is Francis
Galuppi.
Galuppi. Yes, and he's tapped to do an Evil Dead movie.
The next Evil Dead,
Next Evil
which
Dead
I
movie.
cannot.
Yeah,
it will breathe new life into
It's
this.
the one word I can say. Unexpected. Cue the trailer.
Morning.
Hear about what's going on at the gas station?
What's that?
Sorry, but our gas pumps are dry. I'm waiting on the fuel truck to show up.
Estimated $700,000. A witness spotted a green Pinto with a damaged rear end fleeing the bank at approximately 6:20 a.m. this morning.
Did you hear about the bank robbery this morning?
Hell they doing over there?
It's the car.
Hang up. Pay close attention to what I'm about to tell you.
I had a rich old uncle.
Hey, Charlotte.
You're gonna go about your day just like any other day.
Hey, darling.
He said that when he left, all his money would be mine.
What happened to your phone cord?
You're so smart.
If you're trying to think stupid, I'll shoot you in the face. Understood?
You learn something new that very day. You may not always like it, but it just turns out that way.
Stuck here too.
That's a green Pinto right there, ain't it? I got an idea.
But it just turns out that way.
Jesus Christ, does everybody have a gun?
Well, you learn something new every day.
Just like Bonnie and Clyde.
I want some of that money.
But it just turns out that way. When you think you're so smart, you really think.
I'm not the bad guy, okay?
You learn something new that very day.
Feeling already, darling.
Well, you learn something new every day.
What's the plan now?
What?
You may not always like it, but it just turns out that way. You learn something new that very day. You learn something new every day.
If I had one word to describe it, it is everything that happens. It's like, I never saw that coming. I never saw it. It's totally unexpected, but it's not convoluted. Because you could decide we're just going to do things that are outlandish and just over the top.
Picking the most unexpected thing then becomes a trope.
It's so believable. And the acting, the cast that they have on this is amazing. The storyline is just inspired. And it's one of these things is your jaw will just sort of just hit the floor. Where has this writer, director been all of my life, because this is exactly what Hollywood needs. It's fresh.
It reminds me a little bit of, and now it reminds me a little bit of Baytown Outlaws when I saw that, in terms of like, ooh, this is a director, ooh, he's got something here. But this is like to an even bigger extent. And like where that movie had some, like you could see some good things in it for the future. It's like, this is just straight up a good movie.
You know, I never know what you really think when we start filming these things, and you don't know what I think. And I deliberately don't seek out the internet to see what other people like. So I don't know what other people have said, but I kept getting these flashes. The more that we watched it, it's very Quentin Tarantino-esque.
Well, that seems to be the sort of consensus, is that it's got a very Tarantino
So
feel
you
to
have
it.
looked online.
Well, that's what made me want to watch it. Someone recommended it right when it dropped because it was very, very under the radar. And even now that it's got some steam, you know, online and streaming, it's still not made a lot of money and only made a lot of noise. So I went and looked at it and then started reading some of the reviews, and was just really impressed with what I saw. And it seemed like it was right up something that we would like to watch.
Dialogue. The dialogue in this is just it's just amazing. You want to be around those people. You want to listen to those and just their lives. It just really is. The last time I felt that way was probably in
Once
Pulp
Upon
Fiction.
a Time in Hollywood, probably the last time for me.
Yeah.
Something similar like that.
Yeah. I can't think of anything bad to say about it. Now, you've said that you thought there was a point at which you were like, and then it fired up.
So the bad, that's what I was basically waiting on. Is it the one nit that I can pick, and it's not a very big one, is that it really does take just a little setup time to get everything cooking, I guess, get all the vegetables in the pan and get it going. And so there was a time where I looked at my watch, and you even said something to me, like, you bored already? And I wasn't yet, but it was like, okay, how much longer is there in this movie? How much setup time could there potentially be? And like seconds later.
I did not have that. You have the attention span of a tick. I mean,
I like long movies. What are you talking about?
I'm telling you, I did not. I was engrossed.
It wasn't that I was engrossed. I was just waiting for sort of the straw to break. What was going to happen? Where was the story really going to kick off? I mean, it's because I knew I'm more about the film than you did, and you didn't have any notions or expectations about it, and that may be the difference.
Yeah. I want to see it again. I want to own it. I really do. And that's high praise, for
Paul, if Dr. Paul sees it twice, it must be nice.
Yeah. If I had my nit to pick, is of all of the performances, and we haven't sort of written names and cast members but I guess it would be the star of the film,
The lead, the central character,
right? The knife salesman. I didn't feel that. I felt like his performance, that maybe that was what his performance was supposed to be, his character was supposed to be, but I was not as enamored with him as I was with the others. I was paying attention to his performance, and normally you don't do that. Some people just disappear into the roles. Scary guy's scary when he needs to be. The funny guy's funny when he needs to be. The pretty girl's pretty when she needs to be. All of this stuff. The knife salesman, just the fear that I felt like he was trying to convey, to me was just was not a strong, and that is a minor nitpick, because it wasn't distract from the quality of the overall film.
Yeah, it wasn't that it was a bad performance per se. It just, again, when everything else is a certain level and it doesn't stick out in the same way, it's almost like it sticks out negatively. So there, by it not being over the top in a good way, it just sort of sticks out a little bit. And I think that I also didn't think he really had a lot to do for the first 75% of the movie. He's just kind of sitting there, and that's when he sort of gets involved, and maybe that's part of it too.
Sure. And sometimes when we do these hot takes, we don't really give much background information to the people that are watching the movie. Essentially, it's a story of a bank robbery, a couple of bank robbers. There is a gas station, the last stop in Yuma, and everybody seems to be running out of gas, and the gas station is out of gas, and they're waiting for a gas truck.
What
just a couple old men in from Dallas, and well, we're itching like a hound to give you something you want.
And so it's this little one, all shot in this one little diner, and how all of their lives sort of, connect. Where the bad guys, the two robbers, they're waiting for somebody to show up that's got a tank full of gas so they can take their car and get out of there. And so that's sort of all of this comedy of errors. It's a funny movie, and yet it's really kind of scary in points.
It's like Hateful Eight meets the coffee scene in Pulp Fiction.
That's a good description.
And they're both Tarantino too, so not a bad thing.
No. So
The Verdict?
yeah.
Okay. What would you give it out of 10? On a scale from 1 to 10.
I'm going to give it a 10.
A 10! A 10! A fucking 10!
It's a 10. It's a flippin' 10.
It is my second
10, Reggie Ray.
second favorite movie this year behind
10.
Godzilla -1.
Gojira. That was from 2023.
I saw it this year.
No.
It's my favorite movie I've seen this year. So then,
But I'm trying to play that. Not me, but it was last year though. But I could see that. For me, is it the best movie that I've seen this year?
we've seen some really interesting horror movies too.
Yeah, I've seen some good stuff this year.
But what's the one that was like Brazilian that we saw? That was also very unexpected.
Brazilian?
With the cow and the.
Why am I not?
Was it Brazil?
Oh! But that would have been last year.
Yeah.
So
I love things that
I know
I.
what you're talking about. Yeah.
Yeah. This
When Evil
totally-
Lurks.
Yeah.
That was the last time I felt like this in the movies. Yeah, probably was that movie.
Yeah.
Very unexpected, just catches me off guard. I don't know that it's the best movie that I saw this year, but it might be the most entertaining movie that I saw this year, if that makes sense.
Yep.
Because I think the thing that I like the most this year might be Fallout, the TV show so far. But that's a TV show.
Yeah.
So.
No, I put Reacher up there.
Yeah, but I would give it out of 10. I'd probably give it like a nice solid like 8.8 out of 10, which is you're sniffing a 9 around me, boy. You got good things coming.
You're so harsh.
Yes, with my 8.8 out of 10.
Oh, I'm telling you, I think this is about. This isn't one of these movies that somebody's going to go back and watch and rewatch, and sometimes movies get better the more you watch them, and sometimes they sort of diminish. You mentioned Baytown Outlaws. That movie, I just saw it again and thought, you know what, I like it.
It's on Pluto. Yeah.
I don't know if I like it as much as when I saw it. So maybe,
no, it's an entertaining, fun little ditty.
Yeah. Well, I heartily suggest that you grab a hold of this and watch
Don't
it.
let go.
As soon as you possibly can. Tell your friends about it. Tell your mom, your dad, your grandma, kind of thing. Enjoy this. It really is. I wish I would go to the movies every day if it was that kind of experience.
And it's a good, again, it's a really concise, like 91 minutes. It's short, sweet, to the point, good cast, good tone to it. I liked it. I liked it all the way around.
Is this a movie that would work in like a group?
For sure. Yeah.
Like a party, put it on kind of.
Oh, yeah.
I think, yeah.
But in the same way, I think it works on the same levels like watching it as like a film too. I think it could hold up.
Uh-huh. Did we saw it? We streamed it. So, and my position is I love seeing things in the theater. Is this a movie that you think would have played differently on a big screen?
I think it could have been made a better, being on the big screen, just bigger, louder, more surprising bucket of popcorn. It could have made a better. Could have gave it that 0.2 boost into the 9 rating area realm.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Tell us what you think. All right. And go back and check out our Wonderfest stuff. You will not be sorry. So.
What he said.
See you at the movies.
See you at the movies.
Kill me.